Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here, and I just like to say I'm terribly sorry for the long, dragged-out wait for the review. Well, Fairy Tail I did do a review on, but unfortunately I screwed up on the audio portion of the other episode. So, yeah, I do simply apologize for what happened over there. Not going to get into too much details about the other episode, just going to be talking about mainly my thoughts on the actual fight at hand, on the Zero versus Natsu fight, but I'm going to get to the main important aspects, I would say, when it comes to the first episode. The first episode, when it comes to, we have episode 294 and 295. So let's just get when it comes to 294 out of the way first. So I apologize for these reviews that they're not going to be extremely long because there is 2 episodes I'm doing, but it is what it is. I'm just here to actually tell you guys exactly. Now, people keep saying to launch this, do live reactions to the episodes. It's just, I would, but I kind of already know how these things are going to go down, because obviously it is Fairy Tail at the end of the day. And to be honest, I would rather just do reviews instead of like live reactions to them, because like, I would, because then also the problem is that I would have to do because, you know, watching the episode, etc., without any interruptions, stuff like that, is quite hard, which is why I only limited to like maybe 2 or 3 animes, you know, that weekend or whatever. Especially because I already got a live reaction planned for tomorrow for the new Nintendo Direct that's gonna go down tomorrow. Anyways, when it comes to episode 294, we're going to talk about 2 major aspects. One, first of all, let's talk about the other guilds getting involved. The other guilds in the other episode 294 are getting involved, you know, everything from Mermaid Heel to Lamia Scale to Minish. All these major guilds, Sabretooth included, are all going to be taking part of surrounding the rest of the armies of the Sparakin 12 demons, or the whatever, you know, deep, well, army in general. You get the drift. So basically that's what they're doing, and yeah, so we got that going on right there. So now we actually got a full-on game plan when it comes to those sides of actually going up against, you know, Zeraf's army. That's pretty cool. Now let's go to the mini-gritty when it comes to the fight. Yo, the fight between Natsu and Zeraf was done extremely well. I love the way the choreography was. The animation was on point. Absolutely loved every single minute of it. It was just like quite a treat. It was just like one of the most insane rides that I have ever been on when it comes to this fight. And it's just, yeah, so it's completely insane. So when it comes to the fight in general, I love the choreography. Both Zeraf is using his ancient dark magic, and Natsu with his weapon, which is the actual last of the flames of the of Igneal. It's pretty much Igneal's ancient flame that's in Natsu's arm, and that's the secret weapon that Natsu was saving for against Zeraf. So he was using that against Zeraf to actually use that attack in order to defeat him, pretty much. So that's pretty much what he used against Zeraf. He used an actual, now the power of it is so strong, like after only 1 year or 1.5 years of training, he managed to master a flame so powerful he was able to melt. Yo, this dude, yo, Natsu, he like melted the entire core. Now people say like, well, I could have done a live reaction to like that fight, but I'm like, I don't, you know, I was, but like at the same time, again, sometimes I get a bit busy. Like I usually say Fairy Tail for last anyway, but it is what it is though. Like the fight was done extremely well. I love the way this fight absolutely went down in the actual, yeah. I love the way the way it actually went down in the anime was actually pretty well done. And I like that little extra scar that like Natsu got, especially doing that one scratch. And then like Natsu like burning everything inside, just like melting everything down. Then after he used whatever he got against Zeraf, actually weakening him, giving him battle damage, he's like, yo, you know what? Since we don't have a lot of time left, I might as well tell you now that I am pretty much I'm your brother. I am Zeraf. I am your brother, Natsu. And he doesn't believe, well, actually, that's in the next episode. Alright, so episode 294, I would say it's a pretty awesome episode. Definitely when it comes to the fight, it was done very well. Everything was paced like really well, really fine. I mean, I could have dumbed it down to a 4.5 because mainly we got like, you know, some stuff set up. But I think a 5 out of 5, especially when it comes to the fight we've all been waiting for, which was Natsu versus Zeraf, was done absolutely well done, absolutely done with justice. And I definitely cannot wait to see the rest of these major fights go down. So that was episode 294. Let's go to 295. Now, 295, we have other major things to talk about in that episode. We have, Zeref, like I mentioned, he mentions to Natsu that I'm your brother, and pretty much we had, there was 5 children that were chosen within us, including Agnologia, and I was going to do it at first, but, I kind of declined it. So they're basically, each of these dragons, the dragon Sarah magic, and he's supposed to obtain something in order to basically, like, when he actually has to go into the future. Now there's supposed to be some kind of way to open up the portal to the future again, and basically there's a moment where he learns like a really powerful magic from like a dragon's, like the ultimate final technique. He's supposed to actually die, meaning he's supposed to actually use this kind of power in order to protect everyone from Fairy Tail. He has to sacrifice himself. So that's pretty much what Zeref was actually telling Natsu, but he kind of want to believe all this at first, but then he kind of figured, you know what, no, I don't really think he's really joking on this kind of stuff, and Happy just doesn't want Natsu to die and sacrifice himself and whatnot. So there's that too, and then of course we have the action. Obviously, we have the action between, like, because, like, they finally reveal basically on what Zeref is, like, it's like, no, I don't really want to kill you and stuff like that. That's not really me. There's probably going to be, like, somewhere that's definitely, also a demon. And we also found out Natsu's an actual demon. Yeah, he is the END. And he is a demon who is 400 years old, and he pretty much should just be dead at this point, considering how old he is. And also, Zeref feels like, hey, if you don't believe me, look, I damaged a hole or something in the actual book of END, and Natsu is pretty much just, bleeding, and he got injured. So he says, like, look, you know what? That's what you have to do, man. That's all you have to do. Then all this could be over. You would have to die. So Natsu would have to die and basically pretty much end the entirety before everything goes wrong, and Natsu would be the one to actually destroy the world instead of, like, saving it and stuff like that. So that's basically the decision, and it was his desire to do that and also to kill Zeref as well. But of course, Natsu ain't gonna really do that because he's not about that life. But Zeref's like, you know what? Hey, tells the assistant, hey, give me some new clothes. It's gonna be fitting for an emperor. So you can tell he's playing the role of evil quite well. Like, you can tell he doesn't want to go through with this, but at the same time, he kind of does. It's like, shit. So it's like, there's really no going back, and he knows this. Meanwhile, we got the other guilds. We got Mermaid healing them. Sabretooth just going in, fighting against Wall, the real form of Wall. Basically still invading that part of the continent and stuff like that. So, we got some battle stuff there going on. But when it comes to the truth and everything being revealed, it was actually just, like, quite insane. I mean, a lot of stuff, going on when it comes to this. Also, we do have a lot of Brandish as well. We got her assistant pretty much got a little council thing. And then what happens is that right after that, he basically just is like, oh, hey, I'm glad to see you, Brandish. And then all of a sudden, he basically, I don't think he turns back to his normal size, if I'm not mistaken, unless he does. Oh, normally he does, I think. I think he turns back to normal size. Then he starts choking the shit out of Brandish, which is absolutely crazy. And she's a servant. Like, look, I'm tired of you using me as like a slave all the time. You're no longer A+, you're an F-, which I thought was actually pretty funny there. And then finally, yeah, of course, it ends off with Natsu pretty much getting a little bit weakened, Happy, getting sad and crying and whatnot, because he knows, like, I don't know what to do. Like, we don't know if we really just want to destroy this book for Natsu just to pretty much die and learn some final technique or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got for this episode. So basically, that's it for this episode overall. I say it's a pretty solid episode. I would say it's about a 4 out of 5 overall. I think this episode was, like, clearly more of a shocker episode than anything else. I mean, we did get some action, we did get some pretty cool action, from the other side of things. Like, we pretty much did. And yeah, that's pretty much it though. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of these episodes of Fairy Tail. Sorry these are extremely late, I do apologize, but recording issues and whatnot had me on the edge, but I'm back finally. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe as always. Click that bell, join the squad, boys. Follow everything down below, from everything from my gamer tags and my Twitter and whatnot, and of course the Discord. Until then, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting Rich Video what you're watching. That's it. Later.